Hey guys, welcome back to Vlogmas day 11. Today we are gonna be going Christmas shopping, I believe, I hope, for the people that we got for a gift exchange that we're doing at my parents' house. If you guys have not watched the prank I did on Brennan, go watch that now. I will have that link down below so you guys can go see that. And yeah, if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe, because why not? Why wouldn't you be subscribed? And give this video a bad thumbs up, and let's get this vlog going. So Osiris is in the room and he's so quiet. Look what he's doing.
You're a mean one, mister.
It's such an awful day. Hey, Merry Christmas! Happy holidays!
Hey, fatty!
Greetings, folks! And Merry Christmas!
We really didn't do much today at all. But it was a pretty not so productive day. I was kind of upset because I said at the beginning of the video I wanted to go start Christmas shopping, but things changed. There was more important stuff to do, so I am sitting here while I breastfeed Osiris, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about my experience with my new body. I haven't really talked about it. I've only been when I've only talked about like me overcoming and being okay and loving my body again, but I haven't sat down and told you guys like the very beginning and how hard it was and how bad it was. So I want to do that now and just do a little story time. I haven't done a story time in months, so let's make this little vlog a story time of my experience. Hopefully that I can relate to some of you guys, and maybe some of your experience is similar to mine. Just let me know down in the description. And yeah, it was maybe like I was in my 7th month of being pregnant, maybe more closer to my 8th, and I didn't realize, but I saw that I had a lot of stretch marks coming in on my belly towards like the bottom, like from my belly button down, and I was very insecure about it. Before they actually got worse, when I saw my first one, I cried. I'm not gonna lie. I was laying in bed with Brennan, and I was just crying, and he was like, "What's wrong?" And I was just like, I have a stretch mark, and I don't know how many more I'm gonna get. You know, like this is just new to me, and it's happening so fast. Like I'm not able to like keep up, you know, with everything that's going on with my body so quick. And I don't know, I just felt ugly. I was like, oh my god, like this is really happening to me. And he just tried comforting me, telling me that, you know, I was so beautiful, or, you know, like there's nothing wrong with me. And even though like it's nice to hear that, sometimes it's hard to believe, because even though people say this and that, saying like, you know, like there's nothing wrong, like that's just not how you feel about yourself. And sometimes it's hard to believe everybody else when that's just not how you feel about yourself. So yeah, I was like, okay, it's just one, it's nothing. Maybe a month or so went by and I started getting a lot, like they were very dark, but like I didn't even like showing my belly anymore. I was just so embarrassed of my skin. Like, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I loved my belly, like my pregnant belly and everything, but and my belly, like, but when it came to showing other people, I was just like embarrassed. I was just like, no, like, you know, like I was just like confused. I was like, why is this happening to me? Like, I don't want this, you know, like. So yeah, that was on my belly, and then I got stretch marks on my sides. They were so dark. I'm not even joking, guys, and I'm really pale, so when I tell you they were dark, they were like almost like a purple. And I had them on my hips. I had very, very dark ones on my butt cheeks. I had them in the inside of my thighs. Like, everything was just changing, and I was so unhappy that I was getting these, but at the same time, I'm like, my baby is healthy, and that's all that matters. But it was so hard to get used to a body that I had never, that it's just a body that I wasn't in, if that makes sense. Or like, that wasn't my body my entire life. Because me, if you know me personally, I'm a pretty petite person. And you know, and when like the only stretch marks that I had were like a couple. I don't know what it's called. I will show you guys, but I have Josiah's breastfeeding, but there it's like on my, not my hip, but lower, like kind of where your hip and your leg begins. I had very, 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 very faint stretch marks from sport, you know, because in high school I did sports, so I was gaining weight. Oh, and I forgot, I also got stretch marks on my boobs from them getting, I used to have a very small chest, like literally an A cup. And I actually have another story time I'm gonna tell you guys in a different video. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking, but hey, you know. But anyway, so I had a small chest, and then I got pregnant, like my 9th month, like very, like more. So that was something new too. And at first, before they were faint, I know when I first had them, I had some like discoloration, and you can see the stretch marks. And I was just so unhappy. Like, I was just having stretch marks throughout my whole body, and I just didn't like it. It was not something that I would see, because again, I've always been very small. Before I got pregnant, I was like at 105 pounds, and I got pregnant and I gained a lot of weight. I ate very unhealthy, so that's kind of my fault. But you know, like, I was always so hungry, so whatever I wanted, parents gave me, Brennan gave me, my sisters gave me, my brother-in-law gave me. I went from being 105 pounds to 100, you guys are not gonna believe this, but I went to 160 pounds. So I gained 55 pounds in my pregnancy with Josiah. So I understand why, like, you know, like like obviously after having all those hormones and everything, like I sat down and I was like, okay, you know, like I kind of did this to myself. But then again, like he, you know, I was also bringing a human into the world, and he was almost 8 pounds. So just kind of putting things together, I was becoming more okay with myself. But then I also had to get used to seeing my body the way that it is now. And so also another thing is, I have a lot of, not a lot, but I have extra skin, and it bugs me. Like, it took me not a very long time. Yeah, it took me about a year. I was almost 2 years old, so it took me about over a year, because there's no way that I can get rid of that. Not working out, doing ab workouts. We have a family friend. He's a plastic surgeon, and I showed him, and he's like, yeah, like, you're gonna need a tummy tuck to get rid of that extra skin, because there's nothing that you can do about it. And I was like, okay, you know, like one day in the future after I'm done having my babies, I'll do that. But it took me so long to be okay with that. Like, even now sometimes I don't know what to do because I can't wear leggings like I want, because you know the little band, it'll like be a certain way like under my waist or something, and like my extra skin just hangs over it, or it's like bulging out if I have it on top of my extra skin. Like it just looks like I have a little fupa. If you guys know what fupa is, they're not cute, but it looks like that, but I don't have one, you know. Or like high-waisted jeans, all of my extra skin is like in my pants, so I get like a little like a little, I don't want to say sack, I don't know how to explain it to you, but I just get like a little bulge right there of like just where my extra skin is at, and I don't like the way it looks. Like I used to hate it. I wouldn't wear jeans. I literally would only wear big ass shirts. Like I'm not even joking. Like I would wear big shirts and the loosest or leggings that I would feel comfortable wearing, where you couldn't be able to see the imprints of my belly or you know any of that. That's why I would wear the big shirts, and I was just so insecure, and it was so hard for me. But as time went, like I said, I would just put stuff together, and I'd be like, okay, I'm here because of this, you know, like my body's like this because I brought a beautiful little boy into this world. You guys saw like this last summer that just passed, like a couple months ago, was the first time I ever showed you. I was able to feel confident and feel like okay, you know, of showing my body of how it is now being a mom. Like because before I used to be like, oh my god, I felt like I was gonna be judged, like they were gonna be like, ew, she's ugly because look at her skin, you know, like just so much. I was so scared of the negative comments and just kind of what people were thinking about me. But at the end I was like, why am I gonna care? Like first, they're not ever gonna tell me to my face, guarantee you, hands down. And two, like they're really not in my life. You guys know, even before I started posting consistently on YouTube, I've always loved putting big moments of my life on social media, like my baby's birthday, my birthday, my sister's birthdays, like just stuff like that, just pictures in general, like the moments that I capture. I like to share that. The way that my body looked, I was so afraid to show pictures like that. That's why for a very long time I was always just pictures of Josiah's. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love posting pictures of my baby, but I was so just not comfortable in my own skin that I couldn't even post body pictures of myself. They were mainly just pictures of my face or with my baby, just not me by myself, until I finally got the confidence and I started doing it. And I'm just grateful that I am where I am, how strong my mentality has came as an individual, because you yourself comes first before you being a mom, and before you being a wife or a girlfriend or whatever it is. I lie and sit here and say I'm 100% confident, because I'm not, but I am very close to it. I'm gonna do what's gonna make me happy, and I just hope that you guys do too, and that you guys kind of get an understanding of what it is to go from being in a body for so long and then giving life to a human being and having to adjust to an entire new body. It's hard, and people that say that it's not hard, they're lying. They are straight up lying to you. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple pictures of my before body and now my after. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time right here on my bed. My baby's asleep, but tomorrow I promise we're gonna have a better Vlogmas day. Today I just wanted to do kind of a sit down, just because we didn't really do anything, and this has been on one of my lists of stuff that I want to talk to you guys about, because I feel like it's not talked about, or a lot of moms don't talk about this, because it's very hard to admit of feeling ugly or feeling like, dang, like me having a baby, my body changes, not like it used to be. I don't like it, but at the end of the day, like, you brought a baby into this world, you know. In the future, if you guys can, if you guys are able to get any surgery done, a lipo, I don't know what other ones are out there, like the ones that suction your fat out and stuff like that. all of that. Like, go for it. Do it. Do what makes you happy. Don't feel guilty of changing something because you don't like it, even though it was because you brought your baby into the world, if that makes sense. Like, I would do it all over again, over and over again. And I wouldn't care. I wouldn't mind to gain those 50-60 pounds because I brought my baby into this world. And if me having to go get my extra skin cut off, whatever it is, I'm not gonna feel guilty about that, because if it's gonna make me feel confident and me happier, I'm gonna do it for myself. I went like real deep, sorry guys. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time. I know I did, and I feel a lot better sharing it with everybody, and everybody knowing that they're not alone. A lot of women go through it. It's actually more common than we think. If you guys have not subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel. Give this video a fat thumbs up, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.